Okay. Now, if you go to many of these shops and wherever you wish to pay using a card, they will ask you Wi-Fi idea, Wi-Fi idea anta, cardal Wi-Fi idea. It is not Wi-Fi, it is actually NFC. Okay. The only thing is that this they get confused. See, this is Wi-Fi. This is Wi-Fi. This is NFC. Okay, it's not actually Wi-Fi. It is NFC, but I don't think anybody is going to ever bother considering the usage of NFC instead. So it is fine. We will go with Wi-Fi itself. But rather, it is NFC technology. So NFC technology is nothing but near field communication technology. This is a communication protocol. This is a communication protocol, just like your what is it? Bluetooth. Bluetooth is also nothing but what? It is a communication protocol for sharing of information between two devices within a distance of about 100 feet, 100 meters, if I'm correct. Correct? Once again, it makes use of radio waves of a particular frequency, which is able to transfer data from one device to another device wirelessly. Similar is your NFC, near field communication. Just imagine NFC to be nothing but Bluetooth itself. The only difference is that NFC works if the two devices are very close to each other within a distance of about 2 inches. If the distance increases beyond 2 inches, then you're not able to share any kind of information. Near field communication is very similar to Bluetooth. Of course, the radio waves which are used, the frequency is different. But the main difference that you can understand is that with respect to the distance between the two devices which is sharing the information, it has to be less than 2 inches. So what is the benefit? Why do you need this? Why do you need this kind of technology where you say that you can transfer data only when the two devices are 2 inches apart from each other? Security. The main reason is security. One thing is, say for example, if you're using Bluetooth or if you're using Wi-Fi, and if two devices are very far away from each other, what can happen? The data transfer can be intercepted and it can be stolen by somebody else, a third party. But if it is restricted only to 2 inches, then there cannot be a third party within this 2 inches. You're not able to intercept the data transmission. So data theft, which is being transmitted, will not happen. Okay. The second thing is we are able to make use of contactless payment using NFC as well. So earlier, what used to happen? Now you have Paytm, Google Pay. That's a different thing. But earlier, we used to have this debit cards, and we used to swipe. We used to swipe on this swiping machine. So what can happen is that the card, you have that black strip that you see. That black strip is nothing but a magnetic strip which stores information of your card. This can be very easily stolen. This can be very easily stolen, and it can be rewritten on any other duplicate card. Like if you go to a hotel, for example, your hotel. So you have room keys is nothing but in the form of a card in many places. So these are nothing but very similar cards to your debit cards. So your debit card information can be rewritten on that hotel card or a blank card. Now, how is this information stolen? Whenever you swipe it or whenever you insert it into an ATM machine, it can be stolen. So what if there is no contact between the card and the device? There is no chance of stealing your debit card details or credit card details. This is why you make use of NFC. So you have a swiping machine, you bring it very close to that within 2 inches. Then once again, through this induction charging, the card also will get energy, and it is able to share information about the bank account, and money can be deducted, for example. I hope you understood what is near field communication. That is also NFC enabled, correct? Now also many phones are NFC enabled. So instead of using your Bluetooth, you can use NFC. You can just tap the two phones and you can use it for sharing. Nobody uses it, but you can make use of NFC. Is this clear? Okay. So here you have different types. You have NFC card emulation, for example. Okay. So on you can thanks to NFC, you can have a virtual card now. So if your phone is NFC enabled, you can have your card in your phone. So Samsung Pay, for example, that's a virtual card. So you don't need to carry a separate card. So if your phone is NFC enabled, you can have your debit card or credit card in your phone itself, and you can just use it as a debit card or credit card by bringing it close to the swiping machine. Okay, that is also there. So you don't need to carry a separate card. Your phone is your card. Okay, so that is NFC card emulation. Okay, you have NFC reader and tags. So just like your RFID and RFD tag, all these are nothing but communication protocols. So similarly, you can have NFC tags and NFC readers. Okay, see earlier, for example, just giving an example. Earlier, for example, whenever you used to travel by train, at the entrance of the bogie, every compartment or every bogie, they used to paste a sheet or a chart. Now they've stopped doing that. Automatically, you get all the information on the phone. But earlier, they used to paste a chart and name and birth number, seat number, birth number used to be pasted. But imagine the amount of paper which used to be wasted every day, pasting on each and every bogie. Huge amount of paper used to be wasted. Now remember, if you have an NFC tag, for example, okay, so every bogie has an NFC tag, and the information in the tag can be rewritten. So what can happen if you have an NFC enabled phone? You can just bring the phone close to the tag. All that information is directly available on your phone now. So don't you think it's a better idea? So it can be used, NFC reader. Similarly, just like sharing from one person to another person using Bluetooth, you can also share tech, images, audio, videos using NFC. That is NFC peer-to-peer. Clear? So this is your near-field communication. Okay, so the functioning is very similar to your induction charging itself. So the induction charging also takes place over here, which gives the ability to another device which does not have a source of power to also share information, such as your NFC enabled card. Fine? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.